Okay, well, our camera basically died. That was some bullshit. Season 3, we're in here. Got 2 mics.
Yay.
Yay. It's gonna be like a short video, so we're just gonna be talking about hot takes about just stuff in general, wrestling, of course, and also like
Pop culture, anything pop culture related.
basically,
Yay.
yeah. I guess like for me right now, this is not gonna like really apply to you that much because
Okay.
I don't know if you really watch like anime like that, but
Well,
Gear 5 of Luffy from One Piece.
And
My
like
hot take
say
right
like,
now
oh,
is
it's gonna be
just
this
that, like,
super impactful
people are
thing,
trying and it's gonna like change history of anime, and I'm just like, it's too soon. People, it's it's way too soon. Like, stop trying to like make this such a big deal. Like, we need to like let Gear 5 evolve and like grow, and kind of like we need to see it more, you know? Like, this is just the awakening, you know? It's like Super Saiyan, you know, it's the awakening, but like we didn't know where it was going to go until it evolved into what it is now, and like that's what made it so iconic. Like, you know, like who knows? Like, maybe, you know, we see Super Saiyan and then what happens? You know, it just flops. Then like it's not gonna be iconic. You know, it's the same thing with Gear 5. We gotta let it evolve and grow, and that's something that people just do not want to hear right now. They just want it. They want Gear 5 to just be this impactful thing in media and history and anime. It's not. Not yet though. That's my thing. It's not there just yet. That's my take.
that's your take?
That's my take right now of like One Piece right now, and I love One Piece.
For me, uh, like I think I said it before, like, and I'm gonna say it again. AEW
Oh, okay, yeah.
does better in wrestling, like wrestling wise, like having them actually wrestle and show skill than WWE does, because WWE does too much shenanigans
Yeah,
during their pay per views,
I agree.
and it's just like it's too much. Like, I'm sorry.
It's like it's cool if it happens to like maybe like one storyline, but if it's happening like in almost every match, then it's like, bro, come on, like this is just getting out of hand. And then like the worst part is that like the reason they do it is because they have such amazing talent. They have the best in the world. That's the thing about WWE right now, is that their roster, it's some of the best wrestlers in the world. Now the only problem with that is that you have the best wrestlers in the world, but yet you have to put them in the mid card. You have to put them in the mid card or the paper, or like the main event scene, and you can't do it for all of them. So you have to still protect their image,
True.
but then it becomes this slaw of like surprise roll ups, interference, or like look at Finn Balor and Damian Priest right now. Sorry, Damian Priest right now. Like, dude, it is so frustrating seeing the guy talk about like, oh, I'm not a hindrance or a menace to your chances, and then literally, what does he do? Go and fucks up his match, and he's like, and Finn is just like, how am I not supposed to be mad at you?
Exactly. That's what I mean. Like, Damian Priest could evolve from that story, like, like actually go over in that story, in that storyline. But like, all you're really doing is just like, cause like the whole thing in SummerSlam for that Finn Seth thing was, it was 7 years, 7 years of him since he lost the fuck. It was the Universal
Championship.
Like,
we
and
already
like,
forgot about the championship.
yeah, like I would have expected. I actually expected Finn to win, just so that he could get that redemption arc, like finish that redemption arc. 7 years, you finally get a championship versus the person that took that chance from you because he injured you.
Yeah.
But no,
Shenanigans.
let's have Damian Priest come out, say, "Let me help you." Wait,
Let me help you.
here's the case. Oh, Seth, oh, you just fucking threw a foreign object. Let me smash. Let me do
Curb stomp.
my curb stomp on him. Knock him out. One, two,
Lock
three,
him
pin.
out. Dude, oh my god. Yeah, no, I didn't even watch like the pay-per-view, but when I saw the clip, I'm just like, bro, Finn Balor deserves so much better. He deserves so much. He deserves the world. But
Like
like
it does.
he just can't. He just can't do any of that right now. And it's like it's frustrating because like you don't want to say it's because he's part of the Judgment Day because the Judgment Day are some of the best is like one of the best groups right now. And then you don't want to say that it's his own fault because it's not. It's like he's such a genuinely good worker.
Like if like even if you say, oh, it's because it's the Judgment Day has two title holders,
Uh
Senior Money in the Bank,
okay.
and all who's missing is just Finn to hold something.
The whole something.
You pretty much don't have him hold anything. You're just making him look like a weak leader, which means they're probably gonna do what they did with Edge.
Oh god, they're gonna throw him out.
They're gonna throw him out.
Damn, that's gonna be crazy. Oh my god. I think here's my next hot take is that like well actually I don't know. It's like I like it, but at the same time I hate it. At sometimes it's like Dominic Mysterio. It's just that like sometimes like he does good heel things,
Yeah.
but the thing is that the audience will not let him cook on the mic. And the thing that I is so frustrating about that is that like I have not heard Dominic Mysterio's freaking promos since like WrestleMania. So I don't know if he can cook as a heel on the mic. You know what I mean? Because they always drown him out. And it's like, I get it. You want heat, but at the same time, I want to know if you can cook.
It's pretty much the same thing in AEW with Don Callis.
I don't know.
You know who that is? So he's pretty much like the
I don't watch AEW. Sorry.
he's the he was the manager for Kenny Omega,
Uh-huh.
and he was the reason he won the U.S. heavyweight title in New Japan.
Uh-huh.
Won the AEW world title at AEW. He was like pretty much the reason. He was like the Paul Heyman to Kenny Omega's Roman, right? That's
I was gonna say like Brock.
not really, because like with Brock, like he was like Don Callis doesn't really hype him up, you know.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I'm a
yeah.
Paul Heyman guy.
Yeah.
Paul Heyman guy.
So yeah, and Don Callis, like after he betrayed Kenny Omega, the crowds, anytime he talks, drown him out.
Yeah.
You can never hear anything he has to say.
I feel like that would work though, because like he had like the moment to like develop the heel and like probably cut the promos and all that. But like I don't know, the thing that's frustrating for me with Dominic is that like he does all the heel stuff like in the ring, but they never let him cook on the mic. That's what's frustrating to me.
Never, yeah.
Like, you see what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess that's my hot take. Like, I guess like I don't know if Dominic Mysterio is like good on the mic yet.
There's another hot take. This is.
I'm just like I'm watching the time because like I'm trying to make sure like it doesn't.
I believe that Brock Lesnar should not even be part of WWE anymore.
Really?
Because like all you're really doing is just making him just like yeah, I get he's a part timer, right?
Yeah.
So he comes out, he's like, and then he's seen as an indestructible force that a wrestler has to overcome, defeat.
You got the Beast Slayer and you got the freaking Road Slayer.
Like I feel like that kind of hindered Cody's story right now.
It was just because like it was out of nowhere and it didn't make sense, I guess, because like he went from like Roman to like out of nowhere, just Brock Lesnar came back and like he had beef with him. I'm just like, wait, what?
Yeah, and like as for me, I when this was beginning, I was thinking like, oh, this might be something to like
watch out for.
like watch out for it because it might progress Cody's story.
Mm.
And as I think I told you this before, they were planning on having Cody go against all the people that Roman defeated for the title.
Oh God, not this again. Okay, for people that don't have context, Juan and I have this feeling that like Cody just does not belong in the Roman storyline anymore because the Bloodline storyline just has evolved way past after like WrestleMania. I personally felt like Jay could have like held the mantle for a little bit. He wouldn't be as dominant as Roman Reigns, but it would. I feel like he would make a good face for the WWE brand.
Mm-hmm.
But Juan, I'm not gonna lie, what you have to say about like him going against the people that fought Roman before, because like I think it's starting now because he did just go up against Finn Balor.
Yeah.
But even then, like he didn't even beat him. Like you said, he didn't even beat him with skill. He beat him with shenanigans.
Exactly.
And again, that's something I can see why you dislike
because look,
that.
Originally, it was gonna be Brock for like the first 2 matches, right?
Yeah.
He was gonna win and then lose, and then just like stop there for now.
Mm-hmm.
And then they were gonna bring back Bray Wyatt, but right now Bray has an illness that is like kind of like affecting him.
Yeah.
Like it's like an actual illness, so like, but they don't want to disclose what it is.
Yeah.
Right now.
No, like he doesn't have to fight every single person. He just has to fight the majority of them.
Yeah, but think about it. Bray has even said that technically he never lost it to Roman because it was a triple threat with him, Strowman, and Roman.
I mean, that's a lot of people. I look at Edge, like he literally lost the title off of retirement. Like he's not whining about it.
So pretty much just like so it was supposed to be Brock,
Dolph Ziggler. Dolph Ziggler. He never lost the IC title. He literally just dropped it because of like an injury, a concussion. Mm-hmm. He never had a chance. See, boom.
Exactly. So it's supposed to be Brock, Bray,
Strowman.
Strowman. It was gonna be, I believe they wanted him to go against either. No, they wanted him to go against Jay, but like for it to be Jay, that means theoretically Jay has to come back and be like, "Oh, I'm back in WWE," right?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
God, that was such a weird segment. You know, that was such a weird segment. And then for Jay at the very like this upcoming Friday, we're gonna see like if Jay is like for real, like if he's like out. You know?
Yeah.
Because I don't like because that happens all the time. Like remember John Cena back in like 2010 where he got fired but then he came back like next week.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying, like
the Nexus. Remember the Nexus people?
The Nexus, yes.
Yeah.
Wade Barrett. Yeah.
Wade Barrett, dude. Surprisingly,
I love his commentary.
I love his commentary too. I was gonna say the same thing. Yeah. I love his commentary, dude. Oh my god.
Yeah. So and Jay, and then I believe they were gonna have him defeat Brock at Elimination Chamber.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, yeah, because they didn't want him to do the Royal Rumble thing, like.
Okay.
Yeah, and then Elimination Chamber. That means for the number 1 contendership for the Universal title.
Yeah.
You go against Roman in Philadelphia. That is all. That's how they wanted to go. How they're gonna do? Like, if they're even still gonna do that, I don't know. Cause like.
I know it.
Cause it's like Cody right now is like pretty much an ally to most of the people I just named.
Which one?
Bray, Braun, Strowman. Strowman's injured. Okay.
Okay. I was gonna say, how are they allies?
They were also gonna have Kevin Owens. Because Kevin Owens was like that. Like it was like fucking like 3 times in a row that.
I'm so inconsistent with like watching watching WWE that like I don't know who's like injured and who's not. And when I found out KO is injured, I was like, what the hell? What happened to him?
I think it was like I don't know. I think something happened during one of the matches.
Is Sammy like is Sammy kayfabe injured or is he like
He's
actually injured?
kayfabe injured, yeah.
Okay, makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, it's just because like yeah, like Cody's an ally to most of those people. Like how they turn against them, I don't know. We'll have to see
Let's see.
and see what the plan is. What Hunter has planned for him.
Hunter. I want to ask Mike if that's where he gets like the name Triple M from, if it's just like a Triple H thing, because like I don't know his middle name, so like Mike Martinez, it's like you're only double M right now, but like once you tell me your middle name, like what should be like Mike Mark Martinez, some shit like that. Triple M, Triple M. If you're watching this, I hate you. Just trying to say like didn't they already like basically spoil like the main event for like upcoming WrestleMania? Like it's gonna be Cody and Roman anyway. Didn't they? Yeah, they already did that, huh?
No, yeah, they sent Cody to Philadelphia to promote WrestleMania because WrestleMania 40 tickets went online this week.
That's why I found it so frustrating. Like people were like, "Oh, I think." Like remember, like it was like right before WrestleMania in Hollywood. It was right before that. No, it was like right after we had like gotten the Thunderdome, where like all the computers it was like right there.
Yeah.
It was like right when we had gotten that, where they like actually like spoiled like the first two, the next two WrestleMania main events. Remember?
Yeah.
And then like it was originally gonna be Roman and The Rock at first.
Yeah.
So when I saw that, I was just like, oh, so he's gonna be champion until WrestleMania 39, essentially, right?
Essentially, yeah.
Essentially. So it was like I didn't care about any of his like matches because like I already knew he was gonna be champion by then, because you know, like the only time they ever switched the main event was when it was originally gonna be Asuka versus I want to say Becky. And then Asuka on like a random ass SmackDown Live, she literally lost the title to Charlotte, and then it became Charlotte versus Becky, and then they threw in Ronda out of nowhere. I think it was WrestleMania 35, 36, something like that.
Yeah.
And they made a triple threat, and who like winner takes all. And like Asuka, oh my god, she was supposed to be in that match, but like of course, I think Vince was still in charge and freaking loves.
But wasn't that like that main event where Becky became Becky Two Belts?
Yeah, Becky Two Belts.
Yeah.
All because of like I want to say like a botch.
I think so, yeah.
Like today, that's still unclear to me if that was a botch or not. I think it was a botch.
I feel like it was.
I can see that because Ronda, oh my god, like I don't care.
Hot take. Well, not hot take because everybody fucking wants this to happen. Ronda just needs to get the fuck out of WWE.
That's not a hot take. That's more of like a cold take. Like everyone,
just do it.
Just people want her
Please.
to like. I'm just like,
Leave.
It's like, okay, like she gets a lot of criticism in her career, but that's because like wrestling purists and fighting purists, they all can like simultaneously agree that Ronda Rousey, like fighting purist will say Ronda Rousey was in probably one of like the weakest women's division and she was like the strongest, but then when she fought like an actual legit women like a legit fighter, like that's when she like just could not handle it, and then like she like and then some people would like argue that Ronda, like if she were to go back to MMA, she would not even like survive like the new like division. Like she was literally in like the starting phase of like the women's division. Like that's why she was like conquering it. And then like now she's in like the wrestling world where like the thing is that like it's just awkward because she isn't like that. I don't want to make bold ass statements, but like my bold ass statement is that like it was like really awkward to see her like mix the MMA and the wrestling style together, and it just looked weird, and it just like took it out of like it just took you out of like suspension of disbelief. And then later on, like you can just tell that like she just doesn't want to be there.
She didn't. She didn't. That's why she put over Shayna.
Shayna, yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, did you see my story the other day where I posted about Shayna?
Maybe I think.
I swear to God, watch Shayna Baszler and then watch Naruto Shonen Jump, and I swear to God, they sound exactly the same, and I will prove it to you after we film this.
Front door down to get here, whereas you waltzed your way in through the back door straight to WrestleMania, huh?
I'll become as cold-hearted as you are. He threw his life away. And for what? For you and your dream.
I will prove it to you.
And wait, yeah, well, yeah, you posted the video. I showed it to my coworkers, and they were like, "How the fuck
She
have I
sounds
never heard this before?"
exactly like Naruto.
Exactly,
And like if they ever
yeah.
do a reboot, they should cast Shayna Baszler. Yeah. My God.
Yeah.
What's crazy to think about? Matt Riddle was also an MMA fighter.
Yeah.
That's weird to think about. He's like that's honestly kind of weird to think about every now and then. That he was like he's a legit fighter.
Yes.
Like that's why he like stepped up to Brock that one time. Like he knew he didn't want to get bitched out by Brock Lesnar, and Brock Lesnar was trying to bitch him out. And then that's why they have beef with each other.
I know.
Yeah. So that match is never gonna happen, Brock and Matt Riddle. Dude, Matt Riddle, oh my God, he fell from he was like so high.
All because of a fucking that weird ass policy that fucking Dana White had. Which was like you cannot have weed in your system like at all.
Yeah, because like people argue that it's like a pain suppressant. Like that's what people like argue. So like, and I can kind of see it. I guess like the thing that I don't really like is when it's like prescribed drugs and they stuff like okay, I don't know if you've ever seen this, but there is a clip. I don't remember the fighter's name, but there's a fighter who during the break in between like the 1 minute break, he's having trouble breathing. So he asked if he can take his inhaler, and they're like, "Is it approved? Is it like is it good?" And it's like, "Oh, FDA approved." On blah blah blah. Of course, you're just taking your inhaler because like you're having trouble breathing. You're like, "Oh, I need my inhaler." And literally, the judges and like Dana White was like, "Oh, he just didn't know, but that's not allowed apparently." And I'm just like, "Bro, it's an inhaler. Like, what you think he's gonna fucking get some type of like advantage off of that, like, bro?"
I feel it's just because when you're doing MMA, the whole point is to knock you out. If you can't breathe, that's pretty much why a lot of
yeah, but if you
fights
have
stop
asthma,
at
that's a completely different.
Yeah,
that's
but
a
like
completely different. Like, I feel like that. Like, there's a difference between like you're hindered because you have asthma and like you're hindered because you didn't train.
or your nose is broken and you can't breathe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I don't know, like I just felt kind of weird about it because it's like if he didn't take the inhaler, he probably could have gotten an asthma attack during the match, and then like maybe if the ref doesn't like, because sometimes refs are garbage in MMA. Sometimes, of course, they've done better, but like sometimes if a ref doesn't call something fast enough, you'll take unnecessary beating. You'll take, like I said, unnecessary beating.
Mhm.
So if you're having that asthma attack and you're getting ground and pound and like the ref isn't calling it and you can't like really defend yourself, it's like, or like you're trying to defend yourself but like you're having trouble breathing at the same time and like you're having like the cardiac and like the asthma attack.
Yeah.
It's like that's where it's kind of like where it's like I feel like you should be allowed to like have it. But I can see like how you said that. Like, I can see how that can be kind of advantageous.
Yeah.
I guess. But I don't know. Let the man use his inhaler. Like let him be able to like. There's a difference between like you're breathing like you're not being able to breathe because you're winded versus you can't breathe like because you have asthma and you like legit just can't like get any air in.
Yeah.
Like that's I guess that's my thing. But like I don't know. But like I said, THC like that's considered like some people argue it's a pain suppressant. And like this is like 5-6 years before weed was like completely legalized.
I know.
So it was like that was just not something like Nate Diaz like literally got suspended for like I want to say 5-7 years for like having weed, and later literally it would have been so much lower if he was just in a different state. I think he was in the state of Nevada or some shit,
Yeah.
something like that. I don't remember. It was one of those fucking asshole states that don't let you smoke weed. Speaking of weed, did you know that like this is completely off topic, but like I was looking at it, the postal service, they pay like $34 an hour, and all you have to be able to do is be 18 and pass a drug test. That's all you have to do to be a fucking mailman, and get like, and of course you have to do like a survey type shit, but like, dude, like anyone can do a survey, you know. But I'm just saying, like, just don't smoke weed, like, don't smoke weed as much, and you could be making like $34 an hour. Hey.
I mean, it's a government job. I understand that. Man.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Dude, that's literally all you have to do to be a fucking mailman. And you make like $34 an hour. Like, shit, of course you'll be walking in the hot sun, but like, you know, just get a fucking, what are those things called? A sun hat. Get a sun hat. This has been season 3. And we hope to get you with more episodes. Peace.